Hi. So today I'm going to explain what is the use of link intermediate catch event. So if you see, this is start, and I have some user task, or like might be any task like some script task, and then I am adding a this, and I'm changing the type to a link intermediate catch and throw event. So right now what I am doing, I am throwing the intermediate link intermediate throw event. Then again I am creating one more this is a interlink intermediate catch event. So here I am throwing, I want this to be catch. So then I am again creating few more tasks as a script task, and then I am ending the process. So, what does it mean? So, assume that you have a very big Kamunda process like this user task, service task, and so many tasks. And then, so it won't come everything at one place, right? In one flow. So, what you can do, you can this is my start, this is my end. So, you can design your BPMN process if it is very big, and then at the end you can add a link intermediate throw event, and wherever you want to continue with that process, so again you need to write down link intermediate catch event. So what will happen when the control will come here, automatically it will redirect here, but we need to do a few settings. So this is my catch event. Here I'll go and I need to create a link name, that is a link one, and same link, this is my catch event, same link I need to write here link one. Then this is my, so it will, whenever the control will come over here, it will search where the link one is there, so it will find the link one is here. So automatically the control will come over here and it will start executing the next step till the end. So in similar way I have one more example. So you can add so assume that this is your start button and this is your sub process. Inside sub process you are calling so many tasks, and then so to look very like simple, and through like we can easily understand where which is the process start point and where it is ending, and which all the activity has completed successfully in very short and this way. So what I am trying to explain here, so assume that here is a start and then sub activity, and simply I am attaching a link a event. So I have given the name as a link a. First I have to give a name as a link a, same name I have to write here. So this is my throw and this is catch. So the control will come over here, after it will execute this thing. So right now I have added only one task. So similar way you can have of like 10-15 tasks, and at the end you want to redirect like next, then you can have a one more button like B, and same name I need to write over here, and after that it will end the process. So this is using this link intermediate catch and throw event, your BPMN process look like very simple. Otherwise the entire process will be very big. If I draw same process, then what I need to do, like if I'll take the example of this one, so same thing if I want to draw, then it will look like this: user task, script task, and then again script task, then again script task, and then again I have to scroll right. So in this way, this is my big process. So I'm dividing this process into a small, so to easy understand your BPMN process at one go. Yeah. So if you want me to run the process, I'll show you. So I'll make the changes. This is my script task. And as of now for dummy, I'm calling here a expression, just to want to give you a demo how this will work. Same thing I need to write here, expression. So right now I am attaching a user task, otherwise it will end the process. I don't want to end. I just want to show you demo. Key whenever when I invoke this process, the control will come over here. It will execute this too, and then the control will come over here. It will find key that is a link one name. Same name we need to write here at throw. So the control automatically redirect here. It will execute this and it will wait for the user to take an action. And then if user will take an action, then it will end the process. So if I try to deploy this, if I try to deploy this process, I am deploying on my engine. Same name I need to write. So this is my REST endpoint. If I want to call a Camunda process through REST endpoint, we can use localhost 8080. So this is my Camunda engine running at my local, and then engine REST and process definition key, and the we need to write the process name and then start. So when I click on this, so if you see, I got the status 200, and when I see the process, so this is my Camunda engine hosted server. So the username password will be a demo. And when I see this process, link sample process, so instance is running one, and I can see the instance come here. So it execute this and it is waiting for the user to take an actions. And once the user will take an action, it will end the process. So okay, I'll duplicate this tab, and so if you see, diagram is waiting here, and if I will take an action and complete the process, so this process instance will not be more anymore, because it is completed and it will end the process successfully. So if you see, process instance ID has been completed. I hope this is clear when to use link intermediate catch and throw event. So if your process is very big, so for anyone to view your process, they are not able to understand because they need to scroll here like right. So you can divide your process into multiple layers. Like using link intermediate, you need to write first row and then you need to catch, and you will end the process at the end. Yeah, thank you.